today? Well, it's another day. I gotta get that car of mine hopefully running today. And just quickly show you why I gotta do it outside. That's all the room I have in the garage here to work on. And as you can see, by the time I get the car in here, with the doors there, the welder only got about equivalent to that little line there, about 8 inches from the door, with my bumper at the point of the lathe here, sitting here, right about here. So you can see there's no way I can work on that between the walls here. If that door wasn't here, and I could remove that wall, it'd give me more opening. But that's a main bearing wall, and you can't remove it. So we're going to open the door here. It gives me easier access. Ooh, chilly out here today. Not a very nice day today either. Temperature's only plus 14. I'm going to get me a jacket, hoodie on. Now, it looks like I got the right position. Okay, first of all, I'm going to show you my cordless mic system here. This portion is the receiver. This portion here is the microphone transmitter. When you turn it on, you got to have these blue lights on each one showing they're on. So in that last video, I had tucked this in my pocket, and I found out when I was editing, that little button right there is the on-off switch to it, and when I was working here, my pocket must have kept hitting that on-off button because I kept hearing this click, click, click. So that experiment was a failure. So I'm playing different. Just clip it onto my pocket here. Got pretty powerful clips here. Apologize for the traffic noise. The street I live on is a main street for a subdivision that's up on the hill there. As I said at the end of the last video I just made, I'm sorry to having to make so many videos on this project, but this thing has been giving me one problem right after another, taking way longer than I hoped for. And at the end, like I said, with the camera shut off on me, I couldn't show you how pasture was in here, or show you the inside of this housing that the windshield wiper motor runs into. This is the bottom side here. It's supposed to have this little flap here. Well, it's supposed to run any water or anything out here. Well, what do you expect when that gets fully covered with leaves and then just starts building up? If you look at the line here, that's how much it was built up with leaves, dirt, pine needles, you name it. Now, why couldn't they just use this portion here for the windshield wiper motor instead of having to build a great big shroud here? But when that's in here, I'm going to get my torque wrench and I'll show you exactly why I had to take all that off. But to get this all off, I had to take the wipers, the whole complete assembly off, which I didn't want to do, but ended up having to do. no choice. Okay, as you see, I'll give you a little demo here. You take your socket for the size of the bolt you're going. In this case, it was a 3/8, and you get it there. Well, when you put your trying to keep it at a straight angle like that, which you have to do in a proper torque. Now we'll take this housing that I had to take off, and as you can see, you can barely get in there. That end isn't down yet. This end is matched, and you can see that it's already hitting the top here. So what happens, you can't torque at an angle here because of your fuel line rail here. Plus, you got more chances of stripping that bolt. When you put an extension on, even with the shortest extension, and keeping your straight line, you see right there, and you want to try to keep your pressure on the wrench holding down. Well, with this fuel line and everything here, and all the hoses and wiring here, how can you really get the pressure to keep that at a straight line like this? Plus, don't forget the movement of the wrench as it goes here. With everything in the road, you need this height. That was the reason we're having to take everything off. I don't know if you've seen that or not. So anyway, now that I got that all off and that lower portion of the manifold washed off, I didn't film it, but I took the pressure washer, I washed this down, and I washed the whole firewall down here. I thought while it's nice and open now at the back here, that I would also got the old easy off out, straight it down here, and washed as best as I could everything down here. Of course, covering the manifold, so the top half here, the portion here, so that it wouldn't get water into port while I was washing it. But now for the top half of that manifold, with all the connections that you got to make at the back side of the upper half of that manifold, going to be much easier with this all open now. You can get your hand in here without having to fight with this thing in the road. So get it out here. To show you all the connections at the back before I put it on, and why I said there's so many at the back here. There's your view. This is the back side of it. Now with the new manifold kit, I had to get the new gaskets for the manifold to the block. Came also with the new one for here. One thing that impresses me about this newer one, that the older one hasn't, is the center here. It has a little kind of an old collapsed compression ring in the center, whereas the old one, original one, didn't. So we're going to treat this and use this new one. Before we start there, I'll just get this put aside for now. And I'm getting my 2 dowel pins. It's easiest to put that one in. See, is that one there? And in the back corner, put one. Sure everything's out of the road. Then quickly wipe that down. Now generally I coat these gaskets with aluminum paint. But I've run out of aluminum paint, and they say you don't need to put any more, so we're going to give this a try. Now, which way does it go on? This way. Get the right pattern here. It can only go one way to match these two bolts here. So now the gasket is on. We can get a manifold, upper half, turn it around, and oh my goodness, this is hard on my back. I can feel the strain when I go to lift it. Yeah. Oh. Very awkward and hard on me. And there's a good example of why it's so easy to make yourself a couple of guide bolts. Now I'm not going to bolt this down yet until I get everything hooked up on it. Because I got to lift up and down a little bit here and there, trying to line everything up, as well as I remember this for the throttle cable and kickdown linkage, and our bracket to hold the wiring harnesses in place here has to go on, and I don't remember the order it went, so that's one of the reasons too why all the not bolting it down. Could get something to rest right both there. Hold it from dropping right down. That gives me room now that I can study this. Find where and how this bolted down. I know it bolts at the back. Oh, I see. I found it. Looks like this goes on first. The plate goes on. Was it this way or was it this way? Obviously it has to be this way because of that. So it goes in between here and onto those two studs. Okay, that's in place. Just a couple of nuts here. Nope, not those ones. These ones. That's one. I like these ones here. Okay, so this is it. Nope. About this one. That's one. For sure. Just find the mate to it. It looks like it's right there. Okay, so far so good. Now, remember the order. I'm going to put a little shot of oil in this. Kickdown linkage. Getting my oil here. It'd be better if I put a shot of Everseed in here. Because I had a hard time getting this off. The only drop we never see. It spreads so easy. Get it all on your fingers. The quicker you can get it off. I wipe my fingers every time. Now, what kind of clip was the throttle cable in? Trying to remember. You'd think they would put it on the top side and not the bottom. Again, some great engineer sure wasn't thinking there. What's so difficult about putting these two items on so they're on the top instead of on the bottom like this? I heard that snap, so that means it's on. Okay, those look like 1/2 inch. That they are. Okay, we can get my cordless ratchet. Yeah, I got it right this time. I kept saying to myself, cordless ratchet, cordless ratchet. And I think I'm starting to get it in. When you use air tools for so long, like I have in the trade, long before they came up with all these beautiful battery tools. Biggest advantage too with the change is now you don't have to start dragging cords out or air hoses. So much more convenient. Okay, so 1/2 inch, 13 millimeter are the same. Are we going the right direction? No, we're not. Before I forget. Might as well get these at the same time. And one more to get in there. I do have to put an extension on. Yeah, I gotta put an extension to get that one. Oil station road. Where is that last one? Okay. I went to take this off to reduce the weight. But of course, you know what happens with steel when it goes through aluminum or hooked aluminum and frozen. There was no way that would break free. So, when you have a pinched sciatic nerve, that's what my back issue is. And the reason it's taking me, and I'm sorry I'm having to make so many videos on this project. What am I looking for now? Okay, let's start laying this wiring harnesses out to where I think that would be probably my best next step. Let's get this out of the way. Okay, let's get that distributor back in while it's fresh in my mind yet. Get right out of the hole. And I didn't turn this thing very much, so I'm hoping that get it right. But in which case, get the rotor on so I can see my direction there. That was approximately there, so it should be within the mark. If all correct, it should drop into place. It's pretty darn close. Went to number 1. We'll leave that for now. Before I put the hold down clip in here, and I don't see it. Great. just put some of these bolts in place here. Which ones were they now? 2 in the front, 2 in the back, and the 2 long ones are in the center. These are the 2 long ones. Okay, so they have the built-in washer on them. Okay. So there's 2 there. Seem awful long to me. Is there a difference in length here? Get all 4 out and find out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay. These are the right ones. Going to drop these 2 in there for now. Then we have to lift that up a bit to put the ejector wires on. And yeah, I was looking for that distributor clamp, and I don't see it in here. Oh great! Now where is it? Yeah, I have to lift that up a bit so I can get the injector cables on. Barely get my hand in there. Oh yeah. Tougher with these in. The heavy side, so good dish on that side. Oh yeah, enough tension now on these. Oh, ridiculous. Get in there. Come on, get in there. Oh. Oh. That gives me enough room to get my hand in. Oh, that's better. Yeah, should have put the harness on first. But little bit of a battle. Now to find the harness for the injectors on this side. I gotta move that front section of the harness. So I do believe that's that one. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 here, and 4 here. So yeah, this was the harness, and that went around the back. Oh, I see. Okay. Underneath this, what are we catching on? 1, 2, and 3. Okay, yeah, these went to the back right. And payoff came when I was a kid growing up. We used to do a lot of jigsaw puzzles. Come on. What are you catching on? What I hate is when you can't see what you are doing. Okay, we're almost there. That's one. It goes on that brace. And I do believe this is the other one. Get it, that is. There was another reason I pretty well had to rest this on here too. So I get the picture of that in my head as to how this all was. Okay. So that looks like that connects to this one. Or was it that one? So we have three connections there. I can't see what's under there. And that one is definitely this one. So it has to be. Nope. Okay, this one there. Be reading my temperature wire. So we'll begin with that. We've got so much more connections here. It's got two on it. Three on that one. These are what colors we got. Orange, green, and brown. Orange, green, and brown. That tells me that is this one. Which way was it? 3 and 3, yep. 3 and 3. I see there is shape, but you can't get them mixed. Okay. That's one. So, is that one? No. Is this one? No. That has to be this one then. Yep. Okay. Now, injector. Okay, yeah. That lays out. Oh, this must be then for the distributor portion. No. Oh, I see where it goes now. This is this one right here. Okay, now we're starting to get places. One. Side is on that side, okay. One. Two. Okay, 3 and 4. That must be number 4. Now, which one was which? The black one at the back, the white one on the front. That one fit that. That was definitely the way. Sure seems like I'm missing one. Oh, I guess not. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, no, I'm not. This is the last one. This bank. Now that's one side. And then this has to go around to the back. Okay, gotta go on the other side now. Figure it out. Well, at this point in editing, I see the battery camera is running out, and it's nothing but noise towards the end, so this is a good spot. I'm going to cut it down here and continue this with another video. We're over the half-hour mark already, and I'm trying to keep it to the half-hour mark, so I'll have to make another one.